Hello and welcome. Yig here. Today we are looking at Realm of Ink. Not on the title screen because I actually made too long of an intro. We restarted. So this is a Hades style roguelite that if you happen to like Hades, you'll almost undoubtedly like. There'll be a link to the Steam page in the description, and we'll talk about a weird thing that just happened with this game and one of the reasons I'm showing it here. If you want to help the channel grow, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. All right, quickly, we'll go over the meta progression stuff. There is this, which each time you unlock it, each time you beat a new difficulty level, it unlocks a bunch of these. These are things that affect the number of rewards and things you get during your run. So these can be very important. But this person does a catalog of your wins and losses. You can talk to the panda. Over here, you can actually feed the Momo. We already fed it. That's why it's gigantic. Or you can change its skins. And as you feed the Momo, it goes up in levels. So real quick, over here, we have your talent tree. One thing I'm going to recommend on your talent tree is get the first point in every single point you can so that you can activate these round circles, because you have to activate all three of these to get this to activate. Once you activate these, they have run changing effects, like just dramatic effects on your run. Otherwise, down here, Phoenix Rebirth is one of your big ones, but everything in here, all of these round ones are very, very good. All right, so that is another piece, and you get that currency just by playing, just by doing your runs. Now, we also have a currency up here, which is what was also used in the other place, and that unlocks characters. When you start, you will have her unlocked. Red is, I actually just completed it with her. I actually just completed it with Miss Lee. I played Dr. Sewin and Grace, both I've beaten. And then you can actually see more about each character like this. So this one's got a big blade. Movement speed's kind of slow. I don't know if we're going to take her. That's who we currently have. And then we have Monk Jen here. Where is my other one? General Monk Jen. Oh, there she is. 6. Okay. Luck-focused form increased, ideal for critical hit and status builds. Okay, let's do this. All right, that's cool. Let's go 6. What do your attacks look like? Oh, heck yeah. Oh, you throw dollars. Oh, does that just explode on its own, or do I have to detonate it? Okay, cool. Oh, that's cool. I like that one. Okay, so over here, we do have one more thing real quick. The difficulty level, you can change your difficulty level at any time. And so one of the things, not at any time, but before each run, one of the things I'm going to say about this game, we're going to stay down here at Weasel. Actually, we'll go with Tiger Hair. We may not make it till the end, but this starts off as a very manageable game, and as you go higher in difficulty levels, it gets very difficult very fast. They achieved what they wanted for the basis of this game. Like, it's very easy to get into, and you can make a lot of progression through the early levels. I'm just going to skip story bits. And then you can move to the higher levels for that challenge. Okay, damage reduction 10%, below 30%. That's beautiful. Let's take this. What do we got here? Die attacks no longer deal continuous damage. They now drop and explode. Or thrown coin range is greatly increased and automatically tracks. Ooh, I think we'd go for that. Yeah, let's go for that. Okay, so here's the Momo system, and one of the reasons that I really like it. When you pick out a gem, for now, we don't have anything. But when we get our second gem, our Momo is going to change. This guy, if you wanted to spend your currency that you get, once you fill out your talent tree, one of the ways that you can use it is by you can purchase up to 2 ink gems in here, and they cost 100 each. So you actually have a use for that as well. And you can also choose a perk, and again, it's 100 each. So once you've filled out your talent tree, you could be spending 200 to get the exact build you want, which is cool, or at least close to it. So unfortunately, this game ran into a problem where it had been taken off of the Steam store because, yep, see, now we got our Momo. Now, if you take a look at it, you can actually see what it is, and it'll tell you what it is, and then it'll tell you common skills, special skills, and things like that, and we can upgrade that from there. 2 of these, when you upgrade them from common to the next rank, that's what upgrades your Momo. All right. That's pretty much all the mechanics that you would need to know. From there, it's pretty much picking your room and going through in a very Hades-like manner. They did it very well. It was actually, interestingly enough, I would say that it was a lot harder when it first came out, but not in it was in, like, one of those, like, wow, that is so super It wasn't like insanely hard, but it was pretty hard. It was very difficult. It's a lot easier now to get into because of the way they redid the difficulty levels. Move speed, silver coins, additional damage. This is tempting because this is just damage that happens. So if you do a thing and it has an additional damage, this increases that, and you'll see those as we go along because they're fairly common. 2 silver coins for every perk we have. I think I'm gonna actually go with that one. Because silver coins are actually, they're not super duper important. I do like elixirs. Probably elixirs and perks are almost equal, depending on how things are going. Oh yeah, that range is just so good. Feel free to explode. There we go, there we go, there we go. Shields are much more common on these later levels. I do like the continuous damage on that. All of the characters in this play, very different. The swords play different. It's very creative, very good game. Crit chance, skill damage, ink pet modifier. I think we're gonna re-roll that. Straight damage is always good. This one's good because a lot of times they're different multipliers if they have different names, so you can get a lot out of what seems like small upgrades. So, yeah, unfortunately, they had an issue with their publisher earlier this year, and they ended up being taken off the Steam store. And it took a couple of months now to finally get back. It came out, like, they got a new publisher and back on the Steam store on the 7th, I believe, of this month. Oops, missed. That guiding is really coming in handy, though. All right, let's take a look at our Momo here. Now, if we replace our right gem, nothing happens. If we replace our left gem, we get something slightly different. Gain marks when dealing damage, excluding Storm Slash, up to 6 stacks. It consumes and casts a Storm Slash. Oh, okay. Or we can keep it as it is, which is... Those are arguably both pretty good. Okay, so what if we change... No. What if we change that? Okay, so no matter what I do, it's this combo. Okay. Now we can just disable, just break that down. So I'll try and keep the decision-making relatively quick. There's going to be a lot of it, of course. Do we have enough to upgrade anything? We do. I think, what do you give me? Okay, we'll do this, because that's going to give us a modifier for spending money, and we're going to spend a lot of money over the course of this run. Perk damage, ink skill damage, max hit points. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about this. One thing, generally, you get a vendor right before boss fights, and that is something to pay attention to. Do we have a free heal, or do we have a 50 heal? We'll reroll once. Additional attacks, light attack, crit chance. That's pretty good. Agony plus 7%. There's a 15% chance of damage and add 1 stack of agony. Well, on dot status, okay, we'll take that. That sounds interesting. We don't have enough for a food at the moment. Normally, I would buy a food because usually when you see this shop, you're about to meet someone, and you don't necessarily. The food is good because it has like extra bonuses and such. And so now he's got his little shockwave. There we go. Oh, I got hit by that, and I should not have. That was sloppy. Oh, I did not expect. Oh no. Can you just take that continuous damage, man? Oh, nope. We shot him from behind our back. Oh, hold on. This one, okay, let's see what we get here. Ooh. Ooh, thundery Momo. Okay, so let's go with R. Yeah, let's go with this thundery Momo. That thing looks cool. Let's look at it. Yeah. All right, let's get rid of this. There we go. Permanently increased pet modifier. That's a good idea. Damage reduction? Nah. Okay, let's go. Critical damage. I think we'll go with this. being able to get better stuff in this game is actually a really, really handy thing. Faux Forge is a challenge room, basically. So we go to and do a certain thing, and in this case, Faux Forge is... Well, actually, no, the Faux Forge is just the tough guys. It's not the challenge ones. There's a lot of different stuff in this game. Like, there's different rooms that are... Look at that. It just goes backwards, and it's like, oh, no. Oh, man. I wish I had a little tracking on my crate, on my die. It's a dice. Gotta remember that. One of the things you want to remember after you've invested a little bit into your... Nah, I think we're keeping what we got. I like this. One of the things you want to do after you've invested a little bit into what you got... Permanently increase heavy damage? Sure. Is you want to break, like, everything in the room. Like, seriously. Because while it's not constant... You will occasionally get healing from it. Once you've made... There's an upgrade that allows you to get healing and also elixirs from it. And elixirs are really good at getting a free elixir, even if it's 1 or 2 over the course of an entire run. Could mean a 3 or 4% crit. It doesn't sound like much, but it actually ends up being a really good thing to make sure that you do. So, now, I do not use my abilities often enough, as always with these types of games. And I need to remember to do that because usually by the end of the run I'm in the habit because I know what they all do and I know what I'm doing with them. Whereas in the beginning I'm always kind of like, I don't know, what am I doing? Ooh, is that a dash? No, that's just a fiery magic circle. Okay, so that is a magic circle, so I could build for that. Oh man, I gotta get that range down on that thing. The last character, yes, look, that dropped an elixir and a healing potion. That's why I say, like, you really want to, if we see a Momo gem, doesn't matter what flavor it is, we will automatically take that because that gives you more Momos. And I likes me more Momos. All right. Yeah, see, we got a healing potion and an elixir in that, so we just sometimes I'll miss them, but usually I try to make sure I get them because they do make a difference over the course of a run. Run of this is probably going to take you about 45 minutes. We will see if we do the whole thing or if we just do a little bit. But what I really wanted to make sure people knew is that the thing they had worked out whatever the issue was, and they were back on the Steam store, and you can now purchase this game again. And I think that is very cool. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we'll have to read what that thing does real quick here in a moment. After we... Boy, these don't have the greatest cooldown timer on them, though. Well, this is a new difficulty, so I guess I shouldn't be too... Oh. That actually looks interesting. I'm going to have to find out what... Ooh, just everything does 8%. That's probably where we're going. Though 3% crit... We only have like a 6% crit chance. Crit chance plus 3 damage. Okay, so I think we do this because it's just going to be the most. Oh, yeah. We were going to look at what our... Fire. Magic circle range plus 10% for each magic circle the enemy is in. Their movement speed is reduced by 5% as long as you're within it. You will launch a lighted heavy attacks, launch a flame wave. Okay. And it summons a crane. The gambling dog, that's what he does. We're going to ignore him. I like my money, and I am not lucky in this game. Like, I always lose. I am the definition of the person who's just not going to win that against that. I always lose. It's just terrible luck. Oh, I can't break things that I want because there's things on the screen. Ah, that's funny. Oh, he is definitely more impressive than he was in the previous level. Man. Okay, there we go. That time we got that thing just on target. 8% damage plus 15% ink pets. That's a real... Oh, yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do that. That puts us up to at least 16% for everything, too. Usually I'm only invested in like one like either my heavy attack or my light attack. But this is, we've actually been getting a lot of just general damage in this run. This is pretty good. No, let me break it to... oh, it's going after the targeting dummy. I can't break them in here. We have to be super careful. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Release a light attack, shoot coins forward. Or just a slight bump in that one. I think we're going to go with this one for this time. Damage modifier 1%, critical chance by 2.2% for each coin spent, though. So, and again, we end up spending quite a bit of coins over the course of this, so that should work out. I don't think we're going to grab anything from you yet. Damage taken, longer invulnerability, ink skill cooldown, damage modifier, heavy attack damage. Ooh, that's tempting. I think we'll re-roll. Silver coin drops, that's not bad. Gain a shield. Shields are always good, and that one is a shield every 5 seconds, which, by the way, does really good. It cuts so much damage off of you. We will probably almost undoubtedly buy that. Duration of poison plus 2 seconds. Okay, so we'll buy that. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll one more time. Light attack, heavy attack, that stacks with damage. Ink pet damage modifier. Crit chance, critical damage. That's probably our thing right there. 7% chance of inflicting exhaust, and they take extra damage. There we go. Arr. All right, what do we got here? We're just, since we don't need the life, one of the things you will use food for, though, is the extra stats. So this is light and heavy attack damage increased by 15% for 2 rooms. Since we don't know how tough the boss is going to be on a new difficulty level, that's probably not a bad idea, so that we know we're doing more damage to it. And that's kind of how you would explore this type of game. You go through. This game gets very cool. By the way, they take they like everything that they set out to do for this game. I feel like they did. The characters are great. The story's pretty good. Oh, this is new story. So yeah, this is new. That was stuff that I had not. Oh, okay. Mostly we can do that, which is kind of cheesy, but... Oh no, I threw it away. I threw it to the next to where he was going to be. He's one of them final form bosses. We can hit it right next to him, though. We can actually get a pretty good shot on him. Yeah, that thing does pretty good when we get it right on top of them, though. One of my builds that I had are in a run. I want to say I've played about probably 5 or 6 runs since it came back onto the store. Mostly because I was just playing, because I played the game a lot. I have so much unlocked in this game because of that. I really like this game. This is a very fun game. And like I said, if you like Hades style games, you're almost undoubtedly gonna like this. There's some that we got lucky. That was not luck, sir. There's some games like this where you will, okay, there we go. There's some for our currency. We get crit chance. I think we'll do that. Crit chance. There's a button. That's what you feed your Momo at the end. These modify your actual weapon, which is cool. Light attack, throw coin speed increases over time, but moving resets the bonus. Heavy attack, dice, explosion damage, range are increased by... Ooh. We're going to take that. That's going to be real strong. All right. And we'll just, like I said, we're going to skip story bits. That way, if you pick this up, you can actually stand there and look out. Look out. Don't know where that came from. I find it amusing that you can't actually, like, kill the jugs for... Oh, yeah, that explosion's good size bigger. That should get both of them. Yeah, look at that. Oh, man, that is just... Alright. Be gone, jars. Move speed. Heavy attack damage 15. Gain a buff when entering a room. Next cast a blast wave. That's a really good one. 5% chance of inflicting bleeding. I think we can work with that. Yeah, settle accounts with the trading company. It's no use there, but you're well-read and knowledgeable. Perhaps you might find it useful. Primal ink with a price. Max? No, 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 no. I'll keep my max hit points. I'm on a brand new difficulty level. I don't want to handicap myself. Oh. Oh, that was beautiful. Do we get paid for that? I think we do. I think we're making money by killing people. Oh, it's almost like capitalism. Let's see. Perk stand. Perks are your more general, like, the stuff you expect. Your crit chance and things like that in general. But they also have some really interesting stats that are kind of unique to this game with the way the Momo system works and everything. No, I really want to kill these. Okay. There we go. I didn't need it, but I wanted it. Let's go. Ooh. I do foe forge every time it comes up, so that will pay for itself as long as if I'm lucky enough to have a foe forge come up. Well, we got a Trial Valley. Trial Valleys are cool. Trial Valleys are what I was actually thinking the original in the Foe Forge. So in this case, this trial is don't, like, die. Preferably don't get hit. And there's going to be a lot of things on your screen. Not all of which will, like, a lot of things aren't even going to come near you. But enough of them are going to... Oh man, in later rounds, let me tell you, this is... Oh, it gets hectic. Ow. Okay, so we're not doing a perfect on this one. You get an actual better bonus in this particular event for, like, getting through without getting hit. And it is possible. In almost every situation that I've been in here, it's been possible. And the only times that... Ow, like that. The only times that I've, like... I know it's my fault when I get hit. Alright. Nope, we're keeping him. All damage again. Ooh, increased drop rate of epic stuff. Yes, please. That can help us out quite a bit. Alright, looks like we are at another boss. Let's see what we've got here. Light attack damage. Oh, do we have enough? We don't have enough. I think that's... Actually, no, yeah, I was going to say we don't. No. Light attack damage plus 10% every 5 deal. Oh, that's a good one. I've used that one pretty good, too. Heavy attacks gain 20 shield for 3 seconds. Does not stack. Damages 5% chance of inflicting burning when burning explosions. Cur gain an orbital fireball. Sure. Light attack damage and light attacks do every 5. We do a lot of light attacks, so... Sorry, we didn't save enough money for your food. The boss, like the art style and the bosses are just... Each of them are very different, very unique. And it does make for a very interesting... Oh, this character might actually be one of the better ones for this. Because you can do that. Ow. The coin one is... Oh, man. This is the one where I tend to get hit the most. The coin is definitely where I get hit the most. Oh, look at that damage. Ooh. I think a lot of the difficulty level has been kind of lowered by my very, very deep into the tree. Like, if there's a lot of stuff, like, we would probably be struggling a bit more. We actually got a really good bonuses too, though. We've gotten just absurd bonuses for this game. In this game, I'm used to getting like maybe like 50% extra damage over the course of like most of the game. And we've just been getting like damage upgrade after damage upgrade after damage upgrade. Not to mention that thing does just crazy damage. And that increase in the radius was so good. Ooh, increase heavy damage. Yeah, see, our heavy damage is like, look at that. Look at that. Like, 68% extra damage right now. Like, we're making it work. We're making that damage work. So yeah, but I did want to point out that it is back on Steam, because I was actually really disappointed when it was suddenly gone, because it was like, this is one of my like top like Hades like games out there, and I was like, oh no, what happened? They stayed in contact, like, and this is a testament to the developer too. Like, they stayed in contact and updated that Steam page on their Steam like forums the entire time. They were like in there going, no, we're trying to get it to work. We're working. And they updated the players like at every opportunity they could. Like, I really was impressed by how it handled. I'm surprised they actually, it feels like usually if something falls off Steam like that, it never comes back. So I was kind of surprised that it did. Very disappointed, like I said, that it seemed like it was going to. Okay, let's go. That should actually make things a little bit easier. Okay. Ooh, that was one of those. Sometimes you get rooms that are a bunch of waves, and sometimes you get like everything all at once. All right, look at that. We're getting a lot of those. So like I said, depending on what you get, they can add up to quite a bit over the Taurus. Ah, sure, I'll take the 50 coins. Ooh, very nice. Sometimes, hey, faux forge. That means another 100 silver too. See, this is one of those games where it is not afraid to let you go a little crazy. As long as you just tried to focus on something, on a build, it'll let you. It'll let you focus on just pets. It'll let you focus on just using one type of attack. I mean, it's actually kind of amazing how many different ways of playing this game I have done. There's one character, Dr. Suin, the entire character, I think it's Dr. Suin. The entire character, ooh. Magic circle duration +1 auto casts every 7 seconds, legendary crane. Okay. So every 7 seconds it's just gonna cast legendary crane for me? That would be cool. All right. Let's see. Did we got enough? We got enough to upgrade. We'll definitely do the upgrade there. Now we got our Momo. Oh, look, our Momo's getting a little bit bigger. Suddenly we are much more intimidating. 8% when using ink skills. Gain heavy attack damage +1. The taking damage removes the buff, but that's a lot. Light attack damage. When inflicting curse to an enemy, 20% chance to cast Nightmare Slash. I don't know if I do curse, though. That's the problem there. Mist of Sorrows. Poison. We can do that. Restore 10 hit points on entering a room. That's not bad. Weaken effect 5%. When using ink skills, applies weaken to all elites and bosses. Yes, please. All right, let's see what you got. Light and heavy attack damage 15% again. I think that's gonna be our winner, because that'll actually boost our damage into the next boss room, and that usually will get you right through the boss room. Like, yes. Now we get to some of the fun bosses. Sadly, this will probably be the last boss for this video, but the boss design in here is really fun. Now we actually, because we upgraded, by the way, we now actually have a Momo skill, which, if you watch, is that cool looking thing right there. Oh, that pink one's ours. Oof. Oh, we are just destroying him with our Momo skill. Did you see how fast that guy, how fast his hit points went down? Holy poop. Oh, that is just crazy. Wow. He goes down super fast with that. Very, very impressed with that setup. Light throw increases after using the ink skill. Throw a die that lasts for 5 seconds. Picking up the chrono die accelerates all inks. Maybe. Heavy attack dice are replaced by loaded dice showing 6s. With spin damage proc chances increased. Oh, sure. Now we're going to have to play for longer just to see that. Light and heavy attack damage, 15%. We'll take it. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to go through the next room just to see that. Just to see those exploding dice. I want to see our loaded dice. All right. An elixir hub? Sure. Okay. Oh, my God. That is so much more damage. Oh, the overlapping fields just rip through them, too. Phew. That is crazy. Oh, it's like, hey, you should pick up your loot. And I'm like, yeah, I probably should. Yeah, cause dodge. Brr. Let's go to Trial Valley, and we'll probably cut it off right after that. Just hopefully this will be the other kind. Yeah, this is the other kind. All right, cool. So that means we can actually see both. Now, the other kind of Trial Valley is the first one you basically need to not die. And in this one, your whole purpose is to try and keep as much of the health bar up top as possible. Which is not always easy to do, especially in later rounds. Later rounds, you'll start getting guys in here that are just tanky as all get out. And it can be very hard to get rid of them. And not have like a bunch of damage taken by this thing. I've gotten out of some of the later stages when I've gotten them, where I'd get out and there'd be like this much left. It's just like, yeah, you were here. You didn't do much, but you were here. Oh man, this is looking really good. This character's really strong. Like, that's one thing I will say too, like all the characters play very, very different. There's one character that essentially plays just like, I want to say the main character plays about as close to like Zagreus as you could possibly get in this game in particular, like with the sword. And yeah, it's just crazy. They all play very, very different. Yeah, I like the 5% dot. We'll keep the 5%. All right, let's just go to the next boss, and that way, even though it'll be a little bit of a long video, it'll be fun. And plus the bosses in this game are just cool. I think this next boss is... the flower. If memory serves me correctly. That is so much damage we're doing. Oh my gosh. I don't quite have the survivability that that I had in my one before this, but even without that survivability, we are doing really good. Dot damage, yeah, okay, we'll take it. We have 5% on each of our things, okay. How much silver coins? All my silver coins for 50 ink stones. I don't think so. Hold on one second. All right, I am back. I don't think we're gonna do that. I think we'll just keep, because 2,000 silver, that can get us quite a bit. Oh yeah, when those two fields overlap, it just eats them alive. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Hey boys, how you doing? This game gets crazy after a while. Hey, ink skull flew out. Yay. Blurp. This is just one of those games where take the increased critical chance, where it really lets you go in crazy. And like I said though, as you go and crank up the difficulty levels, it does get hard, like legitimately. No, we're at the third stage for both of those. All right, let's see. Magic circle damage plus 15%. Yeah, I'll take that. Those circles are doing some crazy stuff. Nah. Burning damage plus 10%. And an extra 5% chance to inflict it. Critical chance plus 20 for the first 10 seconds. Nah. Buff and shield plus 15%. We don't have anything that's really shielding us. Although we do have a shield, so maybe we are getting something. If so, we might want to buy that, because that's a little bit more. Magic circle range plus 15. Yes, please. Hit points up. Damage modifier. I think we'll go with that. And I think that will be it for this room. And I think we're at our boss here, so we probably want a little bit of increased crit chance. Get that last hit point up there. We'll fight this boss, and then we'll call it a day there. Oh, I like this boss. This is a really good boss. When you... They share a hit point bar, which is... But they definitely do not share... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's just cooking him alive. Oh my gosh. Hey, boys. Let me introduce you to my Momo. Ho ho! Look at you. Oh man, this is one of the reasons that I like to focus. Ooh. Okay. What does our Momo look like? Oh, he looks so cool. All right. What if we change that one out? Oh, because they're the same, aren't they? No needle ink. Fortune ink. Okay, so. Needle ink is crit chance, and this one is gathering wealth. I think we go with the one we started with. The gathering wealth has worked out real good for us, and this character is very, how shall we say, financially focused. All right, we're gonna call it right there. I will be finishing this run a bit later. This has been Realm of Ink. This game is super good. If you like I said, Hades style games, you're gonna love this game. It is back on the Steam page, so you can get it again. And I think they might have said that they're gonna be trying to get I think part of the New Year's stuff is actually active right now, the Chinese New Year, even though it's already over, but because that happened while it wasn't here. So thank you all for watching. Again, if you like this gameplay, there's a link to the Steam page in the description. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you come back for the next one. And most of all, as always, I hope you have a great day.